How can you just sit there? Look at this. They know everything. What are we gonna do? I don't understand how you can just sit there looking indifferent. Are you even listening to me?
This is serious.
Three nights ago, my wife told me another man was taking her out, and instead of stopping her, I said, okay. It didn't happen suddenly. It started like any normal evening. Nothing dramatic. We were both in the apartment. She was on the couch, scrolling through her phone. I was in the kitchen, finishing dinner. Same routine. Same silence. Not the comfortable kind. The kind where two people are in the same room, but living completely different lives. That night felt off, not in an obvious way. Just small things. She wasn't really talking. Didn't ask about my day. Didn't complain about work. She was just distant. More than usual. I walked into the living room, sat across from her, and tried to start a conversation. Long day, I asked. Same as always, she said. That was it. No follow-up. No interest. And something about that moment stayed with me. Because it wasn't just what she said. It was how she said it. Flat. Detached. Like she was already somewhere else. A few minutes passed. Silence again. The TV was on. But neither of us was watching. And then, out of nowhere, she said it. She didn't look at me. Didn't pause. Didn't lower her phone. He's taking me tonight. For a second, my brain didn't process it. So I laughed. Not because it was funny. Because it didn't make sense. Wait. What? I was still half smiling. Still expecting her to say she was joking. But she didn't laugh. Didn't even look up. I told you about him. That's when the smile disappeared. Because now, this wasn't random. This wasn't a joke. This was real. We've been talking for a while, she said. Calm. Casual. Like it meant nothing. And that's when it hit me. This wasn't a question. She wasn't asking. She wasn't explaining. She was informing me. Another man was taking my wife out tonight. And somehow, the calm way she said it made it worse. No guilt. No hesitation. No emotion. Just certainty. Are you serious? I asked. Yeah, she said. Simple. Direct. Cold. You don't have to make it a big deal. It's just dinner. Just dinner. That stayed in my head. 3 years of marriage. Reduced to just dinner. How long? I asked. A few weeks. A few weeks. Well, I thought we were just distant. She was already building something with someone else. And the strange part, I wasn't angry. Not right away. It felt like clarity. Everything started making sense. The distance. The silence. The way she stopped trying. It wasn't random. It was a replacement. She had already moved on. She just hadn't told me. Until now. I looked at her. Really looked this time. No confusion. No hesitation. Just certainty. She had already decided. Now she was waiting for my reaction. Waiting for me to argue. To stop her. To fight. Because that's what I used to do. But something inside me shifted. Not loudly. Not dramatically. Quietly. Because I realized something. If I reacted the way she expected, I'd already lost. Not just her. Myself. So instead, I did the one thing she didn't expect. I nodded and said, okay. For the first time that night, she looked at me differently, confused, because that wasn't the reaction she was ready for. And right there, even though she didn't realize it, that's when everything started to change. That night, the apartment felt different. Not loud, not chaotic, just quiet, in a way that didn't feel normal. She went into the bedroom to get ready. I stayed in the living room. Same couch, same spot, but nothing felt the same. I turned on the TV, something random, just for noise. But I wasn't watching. My mind kept replaying one sentence. He's taking me tonight. It still didn't feel real. And the strange part, I wasn't angry. Not the way I expected. No shouting. No confrontation. Just thinking. Because the more I replayed it, the more something became clear. She wasn't testing me. She was replacing me. And those two things are not the same. From the bedroom, I could hear everything. Closet doors, hangers moving, drawers opening. Every sound felt louder, because I knew what it meant. She was getting ready for someone else. A few weeks ago, that thought would have broken me, but not tonight. Something had already changed. When she walked out, I noticed she looked good, more effort than usual, but not for me. She stopped near the door and looked at me, waiting for something, a reaction, a comment, anything. But I didn't give her one. "You're not gonna say anything?" she asked. "About what?" "I'm going out. You told me." That was it. No emotion, no tension, just acceptance. And that threw her off. Because now, there was nothing to fight. No resistance. Just silence. She hesitated for a second, then left. The door closed. Silence. And instead of sitting there, thinking about her, I stood up, changed my shirt, grabbed my phone. "You free tonight?" A reply came, almost instantly. "Yeah? Pull up." For the first time that night, I smiled, not because everything was okay, but because something felt lighter, like I wasn't holding on anymore. So I grabbed my keys and walked out, because if she thought I'd stay home, waiting, she didn't know me anymore. Later that night, my phone buzzed. Her name. "Hey, what are you doing?" I looked at it and smiled, because that told me everything. She wasn't fully there. Her mind was still here, with me. I replied, with one word, "Out." A few seconds later, another message, "Out where?" I didn't answer. And just like that, the shift began. When I got home, the apartment was quiet, but it didn't feel heavy. It felt different. A few minutes later, she walked in. "Hey," she said. "Hey." Short. Simple. She stood there, waiting. But I didn't ask anything. No questions. No curiosity. Nothing. "You went out?" she asked. "Yeah." "With who?" "Friends." The same energy she used to give me. Now, she was getting it back. And I could see it. She didn't like it. "Since when do you go out like that?" "Since now." That landed, not aggressively, just final. She sat down, closer than usual, watching me, trying to understand. "Where did you go?" "Just out." No details. That's when the tension started. "Were there girls there?" "Why?" "Just asking." I didn't answer. And that silence started working, because unanswered questions grow. The next morning, I left early. No message. No explanation. Later, she texted, "You left early." "Yeah? Why didn't you tell me?" "Didn't think I needed to." Now, she was feeling it. That same distance. That same uncertainty. That evening, she said it. You've been acting different. Have I? You don't seem to care. I looked at her. Calmly. I'm just matching the situation. What does that mean? You said it yourself. It's just dinner. And right there. She understood after that. Things started to shift. Not just for me. For her. At first. It was small. She sat closer. Started asking questions again. Things she stopped caring about. How was your day? Are you going out again? I kept it simple. Balanced. The same way. She treated me. And that's what changed everything. Because now, she couldn't predict me. One evening, I was getting ready to go out. Where are you going? Out. With who? Friends. She paused. What friends? I looked at her. Does it matter? That hit her. Because now, she was the one unsure. Just asking. Yeah? Just friends. As I reached the door. Wait. I turned. You look nice tonight. A few weeks ago, that would have meant everything. Now. Thanks. And I left. Later that night. She was waiting. You're back late. Not really. She looked at me. Carefully. Are you seeing someone? I paused. No. Not right now. Not comforting. Just enough uncertainty. And that created tension. She kept looking at me, trying to understand. But the truth was simple. I wasn't the same. By then, everything had changed. Same place. Different energy. She stopped pretending. Started trying. Actually trying. One night, she made dinner. I made food. She said. Like things were normal. I looked at the table. Then at her. Something about it felt unfamiliar. I'll eat later. That moment hit her. Because before, I would have stayed. Now, I didn't. Another night, she sat closer. Remember when we used to talk all night? Yeah? Nothing more. No smile. No warmth. Just a memory. And that's when she felt it. She wasn't losing me suddenly. She had been losing me. For a while. She just didn't notice. Until now. Then one night. She said it. Can we talk? I sat down. I think I messed up. She said. Her voice quieter this time. I stayed silent. When I said I wasn't in love, I thought it was true. She paused. But seeing you like this, seeing you move on, that word hung in the air. Move on. I didn't think you'd actually let go. That was the truth. She thought I would stay. No matter what. I don't want to lose you. Those words once meant everything. Now, they felt late. I care about you, I said. Hope appeared in her eyes. But things aren't the same anymore. It disappeared. I'm not the same. She looked down. Is it because of someone else? Partly. That answer landed quietly. Because now, it was real. Not an idea. Not a fear. Reality. Do you think we can try again? I looked at her. For a moment, I think we both deserve something real. She didn't respond. She understood. It was over. Not loudly. Not emotionally. Just finished. I stood up. Picked up my keys. Then paused. The moment you got comfortable losing me, I looked at her. Was the moment I learned how to live without you. Silence. No argument. No tears. Just understanding. Then I walked out. And for the first time in a long time, I didn't feel heavy. I felt free. Because sometimes, the person you're afraid to lose is the one who already let you go. And the moment you finally accept that, everything changes.